Yo, what's good? Yesterday morning, I went on an amazing hunt. My boy Scotty hit me up and he was like, "Yo, do you want to go duck hunting?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." I didn't get much notice to go and film this. I was thinking about bringing my C100, but I was like, it's gonna be too hard sitting in the water trying to like focus here and then focus there. So I brought my DVX 200, and I brought my monopod and put my tripod mount on top of it. I had the DVX, pointing this way, and then I had my Canon 7D with the fisheye on the side. So my DVX was pointing this way, and then my Canon was pointing this way. Because my goal in my head, I was like, oh well, I'll be standing on the side of them. I'll be shooting the ducks with the DVX, and the fisheye will be able to get them. But it wasn't really realistic because I'd be moving around and stuff like that. I ended up scratching pretty much everything. I brought a backpack with a bunch of camera gear in it. I brought my Sony A6000 with my underwater housing. Didn't even use that, which that would have been cool. We could have got some cool shots, but it's such a fast-moving thing to film. It's so hard to get the action on them and the action on the birds. So I ended up just going handheld with the DVX 200, had the microphone on it, and a lot of the shots are kind of jittery because I was shooting in 24 frames a second, and obviously if you're shooting in 60 frames, this kid, your boy's filming the vlog right now, and this kid's calling. What'd it do? All right, so yeah, so what was I talking about? Frame rates. Shooting in 24 frames a second because it's literally 5:30 in the morning. It's pitch black out. The DVX has infrared on it, which is dope, and I was able to film some infrared stuff. That's when the ducks were flying in, so like you don't have any control over the settings kind of when you're in infrared. It's what the camera picks is what you got to go with. That stuff came out all right anyways. It has like a green tint to it. I could change the color up, but I think it's fine. So people know that it's infrared, early in the morning, not just a shitty cameraman doesn't know how to use his camera. So yeah, that's that. And then so then I was shooting 24 when the light got a little bit better. I was shooting 24 frames a second, moving fast and stuff. It gets jittery because the frame rate's at 48 or 50 depending on what camera you're using. And then when the light got a little bit better, I was able to finally go to 60 and then shoot 120 frames a second, which makes the movements much smoother and not as jittery. It was good. My ISO was bumped up as much as it could be, so it's a little grainy. I was shooting Vlog in the DVX 200, which you can bring back the colors a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, all in all, man, it was so fun. I was fully up to my chest in the water. We went to a swamp. There was literally 2 trees and a rock in the middle of the swamp, and like that's where we posted up, and it was dope, man. Like that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. I wish I had some shots of me filming in the water, but there wasn't much I could bring. Next time I think I'm going to bring like a piece of styrofoam where I can put my camera down, and there's not much I can do when we were in the water. And that was my first time. I had no clue what I was getting into. I didn't know what was going to happen. The birds fly a lot faster than when we went geese hunting or whatever. Ducks are just darting in, darting out, and it's so hard to film them. So it's cool when you get both of them in the frame. Like a couple shots, I had Scotty in the frame shooting a duck, and the duck hit the water, which was really cool. But man, those things are fast. It's really hard to dial it in, but it was cool, man. Cool being out in the water. My waders ended up getting a hole in them, and that was interesting. So my whole pants up to my chest filled up with water for the rest of the day, and man, I friggin' put a hole in my waders. Yeah. It sucked. After a while, you get used to it, but it was pretty uncomfortable for a while. So, but that was part of it, man. It was a cool experience, and I can't wait to do it again. And hopefully next time, the footage will be a little bit better because I'll kind of know what's going on. But yeah, man, I'm lucky to be able to go on these things and know these people who do this kind of stuff and that are down with me coming to film. Going hunting, for them, they have to be quiet, still, all camoed out. Me, I'm moving around kind of trying to film, trying to get the angles. I have to be over here while they're over here. So it's like, there's a lot of variables in getting a shot, and I don't want to blow their hunt. You know what I mean? I'd feel like a piece of shit. So cool. It's dope that they're down with it, and that I get to go to these cool things with them. So I'll show you guys what I got, and hopefully you guys like it. It's just a quick little edit. I can't wait to go again to film a little bit more so I can put together a better edit. But yeah, man, let's go.